In my free time, I like to see a bunch of small creators and see what they like to do. I like to message them and tell them they're doing great, especially if their content actually is great. It makes me excited to see content that is actually outstanding and amazing. However, there is a discrepancy for how they're going to get paid. If you make a 5-minute hand drawn animation and it's godlike, it's amazing, it's over the moon, it makes me feel something inside of my soul, my belly gets feeling great inside of my stomach, I get excited, I get over the moon. I say, you know what, you're gonna make it far on YouTube, but I don't think they're gonna make it that far on YouTube because they're not gonna get paid that much. Monetization doesn't really do that good for people who don't make longer content. YouTube doesn't care how many hours, how many eons, how much editing you do. They care about how long the person's watching the video and how many views it gets. If someone spends 10 minutes making a crazy big video where they gave $1,000 to everybody and it's highly edited and they cared about it and they got all these big people in there, it's amazing. That $10 without sponsors is going to probably get the same ad revenue as me making a 10-minute rant if it gets the same amount of views and the same amount of retention. More than likely, I'm going to get higher retention. I know it's going to sound crazy and psychotic and a little bit conceited, but I've asked other creators what their average retention is compared to my videos. My videos have, for some reason, an insanely high amount of retention. I don't know why. I have no clue. I don't understand that. I don't grasp it. But I'm watching people like Circle Tunes HD, the person that made Skibbity Toilet. I'm watching Caleb City. I'm watching Long Beach Griffey. I'm watching smaller creators that put all this effort and all this time into these really big, monstrous videos. They are amazing. And they're 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 8 minutes, sometimes 4 minutes. Grey Wolf, a YouTuber who recently returned back to the platform, made a bunch of good Skyrim skits. And they're really high quality skits. Chris and Jack, who also make content as well, they are amazing when they make skits. I love their skits. However, when I talk about the creators that are on the screen right now, they don't make a much money because it takes so long to re-record the skit, write out the script, do all these extra things. I don't write a single script for any of my videos. I just get up on here and rant and talk. I am much like a reaction channel, but you're just watching me. A reaction channel doesn't have to write a script for anything they do. They just gotta react to what they're watching, stop and pause every 30 seconds in order to keep the integrity of copyright in order. That's what they do. Jubilee, you have created the worst market on the planet, and I hate you for that. I'm not gonna lie to you, Jubilee. I know what you are. I know what you've done. It's disgusting, and I hate it. There is a big issue right now with the payment and monetization of the smaller art channels. There is a artist, Brendan Stevens, I believe. He's up on screen right now. I probably said his name wrong. Brendan, he makes videos where he shows his drawing process. They're usually about 12 or 15 minutes. And he shows him editing very well-known fast food brands or very famous logos and making them oversimplified, doing the reverse of them. And he is a great designer. He's amazing. He's godlike with his craft. I recommend, if you are trying to do art or skits on YouTube, it is not that good of an adventure. If you want to do skits, I'd recommend TikTok. They pay pretty decently on TikTok, and they love skits on TikTok, especially if you're good with the skits. If you can just do it in a vertical format, you got it in a bag. You pretty much will dominate TikTok indefinitely. They pay well, you're fine there. If you are doing drawing and doing animation, show the animation process on Twitch so people can pay you while you're drawing. That would be the best thing to do, especially if you do speed art. If you can do a speed art of showing what it's going to look like in the end and do a redraw of the speed art. There's so many methods you might have to do, because if you're a commentary channel, like technically I am, there's really no issue with you getting money. You can make a 25-minute video talking about Ellen DeGeneres just made her comeback. You guys see Ellen DeGeneres? Let's talk about Ellen DeGeneres for 40 minutes. Yeah, that's a crazy paycheck. Somebody can make this highly edited, amazing, basically documentary about the complexities of how hip-hop reigns supreme, or they could do the history of bread. And that would take so much scripting and editing and so much work, and they would get paid the same as that 40-minute video of some guy talking about Ellen DeGeneres. And the only difference is the person that talked about Ellen DeGeneres can make the content every single day. They can keep doing it, make another 100K video, 100K video, 100K video. That person that made that big docuseries, they might get 100K, but that's it. They're getting 100K. You're probably going to say, well, it has more longevity. People aren't going to watch 100 different channels making 1-hour videos. That's the issue. People aren't going to watch that. People are going to watch that nonsense. You spend all that time editing the video. How are you going to do it? Does the thumbnail look good? Does that look good? Does all this look good? If you're editing and writing down all this stuff, it's going to look crazy. Hyorin Jutsu makes amazing, and I mean amazing Dragon Ball content. He has kept me invested in Dragon Ball content. It is amazing. However, someone like Salad Saiyan does what ifs, where he scripts those things out. I'm sure he edits and moves the things around, and those are really good. And then there's another guy. I don't remember his name. I can't find him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just remember there was this YouTuber, and he was just talking about what ifs. He has 25,000 subscribers, and he gets a good amount of views. He's probably gonna supersede, like he's probably gonna dominate YouTube with his scenarios. He just talks about it. He doesn't put up things on the screen. He just explains it. It's kind of go to sleep content. YouTubers that are really good at just talking without editing, without all these cuts, switch, pop, poo, pee, pop, poo, are going to dominate it because they're broadcasting themselves. Whatever your talent is, if you're good at animation, art, skit channels, you're not going to get paid that much for that. That's horrible. You're going to get paid pennies to the dollar. You're going to get paid nothing. Just zilch, squilch, nada. And it's horrible. You can spend all this time editing, making this amazing, long form, just godlike, amazing video. It took you 4 months to make it. And then you release it. And then your viewers are mad because it took you 4 months to make that video. It's upsetting. YouTube values quantity over quality, it seems, nowadays. And if you can consistently make that quality in the same way your quantity is, you will supersede on YouTube and you will do exceptional. However, nowadays, I'm seeing a lot more people just sitting and talking in front of a camera, and I enjoy it. I like that. I like seeing the little core of who you are, the little pieces of what you are. I love seeing that. But when it comes to you writing down things, not scripting like art, and making an animation like Circle Tunes, watching those people and seeing how they have to work extra hard just to get the same amount of views, the same amount of money as somebody that is just sitting in front of a camera. There needs to be something done, a rework, one might say. And I know that some people get sponsorships and advertisers, and I understand that may balance it out in some way, but those same sponsors and those same advertisers are going to be on the other videos of the commentators. They're going to be in those same videos getting that same bag because it's just about retention. If I make a 20-minute video, just talking, yapping, just nonstop, just not shutting up, and then another guy releases a very well eloquent, hand-drawn animation that is godlike and amazing, and we both get the same amount of views with the same amount of retention. He put in significantly more work than me, but no one cares about the work. No one cares about the deep process, the recuts, the edits, the little animations you have to do in between, the little divots of how you do it. They don't care about that. They care about the finished final product. That's what they want. That's the issue, I think. I don't have a great solution about why this is happening. Short form content on YouTube pays nothing. I tried making a short form channel. I got to 20,000 subscribers on that short form channel, and I amassed over 20 million views. And out of those 20 million views, I made $122. That's horrible. 20 million views, $122, that's garbage. That's the worst. That's not even a check. That's horrible. That's horrible. With this channel, with me making long form content, 10-minute stuff, I've amassed $3,000. Which is great for me. That's a lot of money to me. I'm over the moon about the 3,000. That's great. I'm happy. Something stuck in my ear. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna edit this out. It's just stuck in my ear. This is horrible. I hate every minute of this. I think that you may need to find a new way to do your art or something of that variety, or your comedy channels. And I love comedy skit channels. I like seeing the rise of them. There are so many. Zach Starr himself makes great comedy channels. Stephen He, with 12 million subscribers, makes great stuff. Hardstop Lucas, great comedy channel. Caleb City, great comedy channel. Grey Wolf, great comedy channel. Chris and Jack, these two guys, great comedy channels. But what I'm seeing, what I'm witnessing, is a discrepancy in the payments. And I know that you have to do this in the beginning for no money. I know you're basically a beggar on the street when you first start doing this YouTube stuff. You first start getting on, it's like, sir, may I have a quarter, a penny, subscribe to my Patreon. And I understand that. And you may have to make a Patreon because it's not really helping you out. There are other avenues, but YouTube advertisers should help or pay or have some incentive program, because there are so many good artists that are stunted by this stopping method. My solution slightly is to make a Patreon. That's my solution. Link your Cash App into every video is what I do. Do a stream, a YouTube or a Twitch stream showing your drawing process, showing how you're doing the animations, behind the scenes, and showing the small, minute, intricate details of how you did it. Show how you do your art style. Explain your life about how you became an artist, something like that. Turn Infro to a commentary channel that draws as well. Do more. It's insane to see this. I don't want you to be unfairly compensated. I don't want you to be that. That's not what I want. I want you guys to get twice as much money as me because you work 5 times as hard. You guys really do. And it's sad to see that they're not getting compensated correctly. I am upset. I really am.